The screen that we use to watch movies, like on TV sets or in a theater, is often referred to as the fourth wall, as if the characters we're watching are all kind of putting on a play inside of this imaginary box. So when characters make eye contact with the camera, this is referred to as breaking the fourth wall because it destroys the illusion that a real story is happening before our eyes. And we're reminded of cameras and actors and filmmakers and the fiction of it all. It can be jarring to an audience, even if the actor only looks at the camera for a split second. It's so intense that looking into the lens is also referred to as spiking the camera. Child actors are notorious for spiking the camera. And there's even an instance of breaking the fourth wall that we had to use in The Assurance. I needed an establishing shot of the night scene, but the only ones we shot were from the original story, where the townspeople were all gathered around and stuff. And I wanted a shot that made it seem like these characters had just arrived at the location. So the only shot that would work was actually an outtake, essentially, just a little bit of footage before we cut on a different take, and I had to edit around that. Unfortunately, our young actress in that time looks right into the camera and breaks the fourth wall. Now, I tried covering that up with a dissolve and music and the tail end of the voiceover and the start of Townie's dialogue, but it's still there and pretty obvious. Now, sometimes spiking the camera is intentional as characters break the fourth wall to connect with the audience, like when Ferris Bueller did it.
How could I possibly be expected to handle school on a day like this?
Or in a more dramatic example in House of Cards, when Frank Underwood scorns the audience for leering at him during an embarrassing moment.
What are you looking at?
So while it does have some great creative uses, spiking the camera to break the fourth wall is generally something to be avoided.